Hi guys, I'm finally back with videos. Sorry I've been MIA for the past like 2 months. Even though I promised I was gonna make videos every other week, I definitely didn't do that. It's just I started my job recently about a month ago, and training was kind of hectic, and on top of that I guess I was getting adjusted to not being able to sleep in or not being able to just relax. So on the days that I had off I got lazy. But now I'm back and ready to make more videos, hopefully actually keep my word and do videos every other week. So we'll see how that goes. But since we're on the topic of jobs, I thought that I could make this video on applying for jobs post-grad and how to do it. You know, no matter if you're just taking 1 year off or if you're actually looking for a job, I think this video will be relevant for not just pre-medicine students or not just for students taking a gap year, for people that are engineers in business, obviously medical students. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys. I've been wanting to make it for the past few weeks, but now I finally decided to not be lazy, and I thought that I should do what I wanted to do, is make the video. So yeah, so I wanted to start off with how my process worked and then give some piece of advice along the way on how you guys should do it. I didn't start applying for jobs until the end of graduation. So my first piece of advice is, if you have time, or at least make time to apply for jobs during the school year, spring semester before graduation, because you really don't want to be spending a lot of time post-grad applying for a job. I feel like if you're taking the gap year to have a job, then you want that job right away. And so I made the mistake of not applying for jobs during the school year. I only applied for like 1 or 2. I didn't really pay much attention to that, and that's why I had to spend a lot of time post-grad applying for jobs. So my first piece of advice is just to make sure that you are dedicating enough time during the school year for jobs. That way you potentially find something before you even graduate. So yeah, moving on with my process, what I did was I used a lot of different job search websites such as Indeed, Monster. A lot of the universities in my area applied for jobs with them, the research positions that they had. And since I wanted to work in the healthcare field during my gap year, I even applied for jobs at hospitals. So all of the jobs that I applied for were healthcare related. Obviously, you apply for whatever you want to do during your gap year or as a profession. But yeah, so I applied through those different websites, and it was a lot of sending in my cover letter, my resume, so it did take a lot of time, but eventually you kind of get into like a cycle, so you understand how to do each application faster rather than wasting your time. So don't worry, even though it seems like it'll be a lot of writing, you'll understand that, oh, I can tweak up this cover letter to use it for another company, and that'll just come with the process. But yeah, as I was applying for jobs, I got worried that the companies weren't getting my letters or my applications, and so another piece of advice I'd give is to contact the contact your employer, the company that you're applying to see if they have something, make sure that they are getting your application. Not only does it show them that you're still interested in the job because you're putting the effort to give them a call, but it also gives you an idea if the job's even available. So when I called some companies, they told me that their job opening was closed, and other companies told me that my application was still in review. So I was happy that I gave them a follow-up call 2 weeks after sending the application, because it gave me some peace of mind to know where my application was standing. It was, however, the 2nd or 3rd week of June, and I got more worried that I didn't have a job yet. So I started to ask my cousins, like my family members and family friends, if they had any potential job connections or ideas of what I could do. So that my third piece of advice would be to ask anyone and everyone for help that's possible. Ask your parents if they have any connections. Ask your school. I even contacted my alma mater, and well, that's so weird to say, but anyways, I contacted the advisor at my school to see if she had any ideas of what I could do within my region, and she did give me some contacts. So in my opinion, reach out to every person possible that you think could be of help, and don't be shy of asking for help, because at the end of the day, Sorry about that noise. I'm like outside in the sun deck. Anyways, don't be afraid to ask for help, because at the end of the day, what matters more is that you have a job, not that you asked anyone for help to get that job. Because of course, people that have connections are willing to help you. And it's also about, the job process is also about making connections. So if you know of someone that can help you get a job, then reach out to them. That's what I did. And so I applied for a job with I applied for a job that I actually got denied from in April. But I saw their job posting on Indeed, and I was like, okay, maybe I should give this a second shot. I might as well, because I have the application ready. I can just resubmit it. And so, thankfully, I did get an interview scheduled, but they didn't follow up with me until some time, so that was starting to worry me. But my fourth piece of advice is, if you apply for a job and they deny you, that's completely fine. Don't take that to heart. Some people sometimes have more qualifications. You all know how that works. But if by chance you see that a company has a job opening, that same company has a similar job opening a few months later, potentially, but in a different branch, I personally don't see a problem in reapplying for a job if you're truly, I guess, desperate to find something. Because for me, it actually worked out. The job that I got rejected from in April actually accepted me in July for a different hospital. And I was very happy, because this was the job that I wanted to do from the beginning when I decided I was going to take a gap year. And as it worked out, I did get a job that I really wanted. And so, yeah, that's just how my whole job application worked. I was definitely really persistent. My family can vouch for the fact that, like, I was constantly doing job applications, which is why I think you should start during the school year if you can. And you should definitely find something that you want to do during your gap year. Don't just take a job take a job in a field that you're interested in, you know? I was about to do a receptionist job at, like, some random math tutoring office in my area, because that's how, I guess, desperate I was for a job. But then I realized that I'm taking this gap year to learn more about medicine, not just to, make money. And so I'm glad that I stayed focused on the career and the field that I wanted to apply for, because at the end of the day, I got something that I wanted. So that's just my piece of advice for anyone applying to jobs right now. And it's funny, because last night my friend, a close friend, Shilpa, she has a blog called As Told by Shilpa. You can look it up. I think it's astoldbyshilpa.com is like the URL. But yeah, look it up. She wrote an article last night that's definitely relevant to people that are looking for jobs right now. It's just kind of, it's a good, I think, confidence booster. I don't know if that's the right, I'm not good with words, but it's a good way for you to, it's a good way to help people that are applying for jobs right now to realize that they shouldn't panic. That the process is definitely difficult. She says it really she explains her process in the article, and it's definitely hard as she explains it, but you find something as long as, like, you stay focused on the end goal. And so check out her article, check out her blog, but I thought that for people that are watching this video, reading that article would definitely help, get you, I don't think it's called confidence booster, but it would give you, or maybe it is, it'll give you a boost of confidence that, like, just because the application isn't working right now for you, it'll definitely work as long as you stay focused. But I wanted to talk more about my job now, just a little bit, for specifically the pre-med students that watch my channel. Yeah, so my job is as a medical scribe. It's through the Emergency Medical Associates company, which is now becoming Envision Physicians. And I work in the adult and pediatric emergency department. And so my shifts are 12 hours long, 3 days a week. So the job definitely, 12 hours seems crazy long, but I could not be more happy, or I could not be happier that I have this job, because the experiences that I've gotten, the things that I've seen, the terms that I'm learning, is something that I definitely would not have learned with, or I don't think I would have learned with any other job. And I'm really happy because the job is giving me exactly what I wanted during this gap year. It's giving me, obviously I'm able to earn money, but more importantly, I'm learning more about medicine in a hands-on way rather than through a lecture. And that's something that I know will be very useful for me in medical school. And students that are applying to med school should apply for a job like this, but also physician assistants and people that want to go into nursing, you should apply for this type of job because it's definitely a good hands-on experience that gives you a great learning opportunity to see a lot of different things in medicine. I'm able to talk to the doctors, the residents, the nurses, physician assistants, all of those different types of people at the hospital to learn more about their experience and to get more advice from them. I'm super happy and grateful that I have a job like this where I can get such advice so easily. So I just wanted to say that people that are considering taking a gap year and are pre-med students, you should definitely apply for a job as a medical scribe. Preferably, I think, in a hospital, but if not, even at a doctor's office, because I think that the job will give you the best learning experience to learn more about medicine. And so yeah, that's just a little bit about my job. I love it, as I've said like so many times. Even though it's tiring, I definitely don't I love going into work at the end of the day because I like the people that I work with, the doctors, like the providers that I work with. And not just that, I just like what I'm learning. I'm more of a hands-on learner, and that's exactly what this job is. But I wanted to make a video closer to way later once I've had more experience in the job. It's only been a month or so, so I don't want to tell you guys about my experience just yet because I know I'll have a better way to explain it to you guys once it's been a few months past by. So I will make another video for you guys that do want to hear more about my job specifically, but that'll be later, a few months down the road. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that I was MIA again. Sorry that this video was so long, but I do that a lot, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys had a good summer. People that are still in school or back in school, good luck with the school year. Good luck with people applying to med school, finding jobs. Hope it works out. Yeah.